The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pals game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello, and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here, Ed and Dave with you. On this episode, we will be going back in time to the carefree days of 2002.
Well, you don't show the year, or do you show the year? It doesn't explode anymore to here, does it?
It warps in via time warp.
Oh,
now.
I don't know how to put my hands then for it.
Well, that'll work.
Okay, put it right there.
Yeah, whatever.
How about we
we're-
do this, and I go...
Whatever I was doing before was eating up too much energy during the rendering process, so I got a new, easier tool to use now.
Okay.
So 2002, I can't recall anything going on. Horrible job still working at. That's all I recall from that time.
I still had 17 years to go
Oh,
until the retirement.
Wow.
So I wasn't counting down yet.
no. We were just suffering through it at that time.
I was still in my horrible job I didn't like. I didn't get to the good one until 2007.
Hmm.
Then the last 12 years was moderately enjoyable. If working for New York State government can be enjoyable, that was moderately enjoyable. A nice little cubby, off in the corner, nobody bother me. It was heaven-ish. Like George Santos is Jew-ish. That was heaven-ish. Just letting you know.
Yeah, we have to get in our final George Santos jokes, I guess.
Oh, we haven't really gotten many in there, but
He's on.
He's on Cameo.
He's on Cameo now. He raised his price to $400. I think was the last I heard. You would think you would get more in. I think he was charging $200 at first, then he went to $400. So you take an extra couple minutes. When you get more in
right.
at the $200 price.
Is this world coming to? Jeez.
George Santos.
I can, you know what? No, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just staying. Now, 2002, top 10 movies, TV shows, songs. We'll see. This is the first I'm looking at this list. I don't know what's on here. Any white balance?
I didn't do that. I put the list together and I didn't know half of the stuff on it.
So I don't know what's on here. It's the first time I'm reading it. We'll see if I either A, know any of these things or have an opinion.
Now I get these from Wikipedia. You put Wikipedia and the year 2002 in film, and it'll give you a nice list of when the movies came out, what month, and all that. And some of these later ones, there are names. I click on the poster to come up, and I have no clue what the hell they were.
Ooh.
So here's where, and I'm sure there are people that grew up during this time as kids or teenagers going out to the movies all the time that will have a fond memory of 2002. Maybe.
Oh, some people have. Everyone has a fond memory of a year.
Yeah, I guess when you're growing up is the best, but really our time, and we went through that a few weeks ago on the Christmas releases, and those were all classic films that came out for Christmas. And these poor kids get Wonka and a musical version of The Color Purple for their holiday releases.
I mean, quite frankly, Ed, I haven't had a good year since 2000 and maybe 15.
15?
It's all going downhill. Health-wise, then you start then you got to get the pill boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got to make sure you take all the pills. Then you got to go have, things put up the backside to check on things. You go to, the urologist. Instead of going once a year, now you gotta go every 6 months and keep getting like these MRIs done to make sure things are okay. And then you have the doctor say stuff to you like, last time I was here, did I give you the finger? So you gotta say, either yes or no. Usually I say yes because I don't want that, but you gotta do it, because at this age, and back then, in those days, things start propping up. You're like, oh, that number's not good. I gotta get that checked, and you gotta get blood work done. You go to the lab, and the people working at the lab, they don't like working at the lab. They don't want to be there. So they got an attitude, and I'm gonna say it, and an accent. So, and, you don't know what they're saying. I don't know what my doctor's saying half the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. But things go downhill. You think you feel good, but you don't feel good. You can't have the spicy food because then you're on the toilet. It's just it's not good, Ed. It's not good. You haven't had as much, but you're starting to catch up.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the more pills and more things going on.
That's bad.
You're lucky you last as long as you do before things. You want to go older before things start. Some people things kick in a lot younger.
Right.
So we're just lucky. Just now is when things.
I mean,
nothing has been removed from us yet, though. The poor guy from our class, his leg was removed, and somebody else had pieces of their tongue removed. You like to keep all of your parts. We haven't gotten to the bionic stage, where you can put a bionic leg on when they take it off.
No, but I got a 94-year-old uncle and an 88-year-old mother.
Yeah.
And she's still out and about all the time.
Yeah, she likes to go to Ollie's. I know, shopping.
Yeah. It's that dollar store a lot. She's always out there. My uncle's 94, not as active, but he'll follow her with his cane. But he's 94. She's 88. She's out. She's spry. I don't know what I got. If I got that in my future or not, I don't know. But I'm not feeling very spry. I got to cut back on the Mike and Ike's and the Ben and Jerry's. I'm sure all those that okay, we digress. But I'm just saying, I haven't had a good year. No one, not once, since 2015, not once has a doctor said to me, "Oh, hey, you're getting better." It's always, we gotta watch that because that's not good.
Well, the important thing is, and it's not fun to go to these doctors, but you do have to go to the doctors.
Oh, you do.
Because if you don't, you end up like poor Ralph Cirilla, Howard Stern's stylist, who didn't like to go to the doctor and died at 58. Right. So.
Well, I don't like going to the. I do like going to the eye doctor.
Yeah, depends on the doctor you have.
That's okay. I mean, she's the only one who says to me, "Oh, you got cataracts," and I go, "Oh, I gotta come back then, right?"
Excited when she says you got to come back.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, so all these specialists you got. Oh, you got the gastro guy, you got the urologist, you got your regular regular guy, you got the eye doctor. What do they call them people?
Ophthalmologist.
Yeah, them people.
I'm surprised I got that word out.
That's pretty good. You don't go to the optometrist anymore, where it's better 1, better 2, better 3, better 1. You don't go to that. You got to go to the real one who looks in there and sees telling you about everything that's wrong with your eyes, and you're like, "Oh, I'm going blind." It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't think I probably had cataracts for 30 years, but they never told me over at the eye center over here.
No, and their most intrusive way of looking is that puff of air.
Yeah, I know. My wife just went to the real eye doctor.
Yes, the ophthalmologist.
And I don't think anything was blown in her direction. So I don't know what that test is they do. It's got to be the poor man's version to check for glaucoma,
I don't know if it checks for the shape of the eye. I don't know what
I think it's a glaucoma check, but they must have a better way to do that in the real eye doctor.
I don't know. They give you, what they do is now the real doctor, and welcome to the movie and TV show. The real doctor... they put the drops in so you dilate, and then they get the lights in there, and they can see. And even you, when you put the lights in, you can see your own blood vessels.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hey, you get your own blood vessels in there, and they're putting the eye in there, and then they got to get real close to you, which is nice. And they get real close with the lights, and then you look in there, you're looking over here, whatever. But Yeah, they put the drops in so they get the good look, and they do. They get in there, and they're looking at stuff, and it's never good news.
No.
It's not when you're 25 and it's like, oh, everything's fine. Don't come back. You got 2-3 years. We'll do checky. And now you gotta,
See, your eye doctor I might want to go to, but I was asking you for a dental recommendation.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way in hell.
Well, what's wrong with him? He's a good guy.
He is a good dentist.
Oh, yeah.
though. But he's
I
not
like
as much fun as the eye doctor.
He's fun in his own way.
Okay. Don't
He's
want
fun in his
to
own
take
way.
anything away from him, I guess.
No, he's a good guy. I like him. I
Okay.
didn't like my previous dentist. Gave me a little bit of a toot. I
Yeah.
won't go into that story. I'm sure it's out on YouTube. Gave me a toot. Didn't like it. So got rid of him. But this guy's good. My daughter goes to him temporarily. So yeah.
Okay, we're 10 minutes in, and we didn't have much to do with 2002 yet, but I have a feeling that's not going to be a bad thing.
No.
Let's take a look and see what the movies were
Yes.
in 2002 here.
All this talk about now I don't feel so good. I feel like I need to have I don't know.
You'll feel better in a few hours when you have a nice pizza.
Oh,
you made there.
homemade dough.
Wow.
Homemade dough. Homemade sauce. I didn't make the pepperoni. I didn't make the cheese. But always make my own dough. Make your own dough. Make your own dough. Right now it's sitting on the counter, getting bacteria growth. Number 10, Phil. I think I got this confused now. Now that I see this movie, I got this confused, I think, with the last, and I'll mention it. 2002 top 10 movies, number 10, Minority Report, Tom Cruise. I got that one confused with the AI, I think.
Yeah.
I think Minority Report is this one with the...
I haven't seen either. I started to watch one of them, and it looked pretty good, but I didn't finish it up. I got to go find these two.
Number 9, my big fat, can you say fat? My big fat Greek wedding. I guess when you're talking about a wedding, you can say it.
Yeah, it's not...
You can't say Lola down the street is a big fat Greek.
No.
You can't say that.
Fat meaning, in this case, a big thing.
Yes.
A big collection or something.
Well, which is also a person.
Don't they call that
collection of fat cells?
Then they call it a doobie or something, a fatty or something,
Yeah.
isn't that? It's more used in that
Okay.
type of thing.
Okay. Number 8, Ice Age.
Okay, it was a pretty good, the first one. Then they're on to number 16 now. But the first one was a pretty good...
Number 7, I saw this. Moderately enjoyed this film. Signs.
Oh.
That was the Mel Gibson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
M. Night Shyamalan, the big surprise ending. What was the big surprise ending that wasn't a big surprise in this one?
That there were aliens.
There were some aliens there.
Yeah. Number 6, Die Another Day. Is that the Pierce Brosnan?
That's the Pierce Brosnan one. It was his last one, which was not that good, and most people didn't like. I like parts of it.
Now, I find, again, off topic a little, but sort of, like Brad Pitt, I think as Pierce Brosnan has aged, he's gotten much better.
Uh-huh.
Much better roles. And dare I say, even better looking. In his
Oh.
getting a little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Not in a Alec Baldwin getting unattractive as he ages kind of guy, because he was a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
But I like his look. He's got a movie. I don't know if it's The In-Laws or something on Netflix. I recommend it.
Huh.
Not a great film. Good film. There's not a lot of great films out there that were made after 1950. No, there were a couple.
I would
say that.
Yeah, I'd say the 70s.
Number 5, Men in Black 2.
2.
2.
Remember I saw the first one at when Crossgates Theater first opened up, the stadium, the first time we had stadium seating. That's when I saw the first one, but haven't seen one since.
Number 4, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Now, what is this in the number of films made?
Mm-hmm.
What was this one? Number what?
As they came out, or in the order of, well, we know it's number 2 right here, right? Did it say that?
Episode 2. But
yes.
I mean, this is
what
number film was this?
This was the 5th one.
5th one.
The 3 originals.
But takes place after the first one.
Takes place before the first ones. In this,
So how can it be Episode 2? It should be Episode 0.
Well, the first one was later titled Episode 4.
Oh,
The
dear God.
very first Star Wars. Very confusing to the non-fans and even the fans, sort of. This one gave us a nice battle between Yoda and Christopher Lee, though, at the end.
Okay.
That was probably the highlight of this one.
And now isn't there like a series or something?
Yes, Obi-Wan series.
This ain't. I guess you know. Lucas made a career out of Star Wars, just like Jimmy Buffett made a career out of Margaritaville.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Good for you, George. That's what I say. Just like I've made a career out of this show.
Right.
Number 3, Spider-Man. Is this the Tobey Maguire one?
Yes.
The first one?
First one.
Okay.
Yeah, he did a good job on this, Sam Raimi. There was some CGI, but they didn't go over the top with it at the time.
Number 2, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
This was the second one, right? Because we did the first one last episode.
I guess. I never saw any of them.
This is the one I think I fell asleep. If there's a giant spider in this one, that's the one I fell asleep during.
And the number 1 film, 2002, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Yeah.
Oh, should you be naming anything The Two Towers after 2001?
That was an unfortunate coincidence.
Oh,
that was
bad.
the name of the book from years before, I guess.
You got to change that.
But yeah, if you were a big fan of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, this was the time for you. And Star Wars, I guess.
You got any honorable mention movies?
I've got a few here. We should probably go through them all, because even with that 10-minute intro, we have time to go.
I could go on.
Well, we may need it.
Oh, no.
2002 Rollerball, the horrible remake.
Who was in that? It wasn't Colin... Whatever his name is. No. I'm thinking, the Irish guy.
I think Rebecca Romaine Stamos was in it,
well, that's-
whatever her name was at the time.
Okay, well, that's pretty good.
So that was a bad Rollerball remake. We have a bad Time Machine remake.
Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce.
I saw that one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to say, not as good as the original, but I was okay with it.
Oh.
I was okay with it.
They did film that in Troy
Yeah,
here,
yep.
which anything in that time period is filmed in Troy, apparently. The only good thing about that, I think they did get the future race of people correct.
The Eloy?
Yeah, because in the original they were like German specimens. They were blonde hair.
Yes. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking...
They were sort of a mixed race. The future
Was it the Eloy, or was that the name of the... Or was it the
Morlocks.
Morlocks. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that was the future race of people.
Okay.
Blade 2.
Never saw the first one.
Yeah, I didn't see the third one. I saw the
Is that
first
Wesley
two.
Snipes?
Wesley Snipes, yep.
Did you make that one to pay his taxes?
I don't think he was paying any taxes at this point, was he?
I wasn't sure. I didn't know if he was making that to help pay off his taxes.
Crossroads.
Miley Cyrus? No. That's
Close.
too old. Who?
Britney Spears.
Okay.
And Zoe Saldana was in it. She was, of course, in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that would be too young, too far ago for Miley Cyrus.
Van Wilder, which I've never seen. That was
Ryan Reynolds?
Yep, college comedy. Scorpion King. That was a spin-off of the Mummy movies. Jason X.
Oh, God.
This was Jason in space and really the last of the original series. Scooby-Doo 2. Those were fairly entertaining. Minority Report. Was that on the
Yes,
list?
that's number 10.
The Crocodile Hunter Collision Course. Poor Crocodile Hunter, before he passed on, he made this very bad movie he left us with. A very bad Halloween movie, Halloween Resurrection, pretty much said to be the worst. This was the one where they would set up cameras in the Myers house, and it was like a reality show.
Oh, jeez.
Gold Member.
Is he doing another accent in this one?
He did a lot of accents in this one. Goldmember actually had some kind of German accent, I think. 1 Hour Photo.
Robin Williams?
Yeah, which I kind of liked. He was the nutty...
Yeah.
Now we don't have either of those things. Robin Williams or 1 Hour Photo. Red Dragon. This was the Hannibal one you were thinking
Okay,
of.
with Edward Norton?
Yep. Swept Away, the bad remake with Madonna. Autofocus. Now this is entertaining.
Oh, this is the
story of Bob Crane.
Robert Crane, right? And who was Greg Kinnear? I think played him in there.
Yep, and then it was the Green Goblin.
Willem Dafoe.
Yes. Yeah, that's an
I
entertaining.
think that was the guy who eventually was convicted of murdering.
Yeah.
Took a long time to get that guy convicted.
But they made their own home films.
Oh,
there.
They were home films, all right, folks.
What was it? Early video they were using?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they were making some erotica.
Jackass, the first film, and 8 Mile, Eminem movie.
Oh, okay.
Some extra films from 2002.
I only like the blue M&Ms. Huh. All right, the songs of 2002. And after a quick look, I don't recognize any of them. Number 10, Blurry from Puddle of Mud.
Yeah, no clue. Some of these I looked up, some not. But most of them I didn't know whether I looked them up or not.
Ugh. Number 9, You Got It Bad by Usher. It's hard to comment on stuff you've never heard of.
Yeah, Usher had a couple songs I remember, but I don't think this was one of them.
Number 8, What's Love? Featuring Fat Joe. Fat Joe featuring Ashanti. I don't know Fat Joe. I don't know Ashanti. I'm old. What do you want from me? Number 7, In the End from Linkin Park.
Rock band that I didn't really care for.
Number 6, 1,000 Miles, Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah, I did play that one and I did recognize it, but I couldn't even hum it for you right now. That's how memorable it was.
All right. Number 5, Wherever You Will Go, The Calling.
Okay, that was good. I did like that song, and was also used in the final scene of the first episode of Smallville when they were using music. And I'm surprised a lot of these songs made it to the DVDs without any copyright problems.
How many seasons was Smallville?
10.
Wasn't there like another one that was like 12, 13, 14, 15? Like Supernatural or something?
Supernatural.
How many years was that on?
That was a good 15, I think. 2005.
Dear God.
And that just ended a year or so
Was that
ago.
any good?
No.
Oh.
I watched the beginning. I guess there was, in the beginning it was better.
What's the premise?
It was like the X-Files. They went out after
Oh.
monsters and things, which
Okay.
I never saw either, the X-Files. But
I
I'll
used to
watch
the X-Files.
I'll watch episodes of Kolchak over and over again. I should probably watch the X-Files. See, maybe there's something there.
Okay.
It was on for a while.
Number 4, Dilemma, Nelly, featuring Kelly Rowland.
Okay, she was in Destiny's Child. I do know that. And now she's doing some kind of drug commercial.
She,
I'll have to pay attention what she's hawking. I just know she's running around in the yard with kids with whatever she's got.
Ozempic.
Now,
Number
I just
3.
found out the guy that's singing that is the original singer. Is singing.
Yes, he is. Number 3, Hot in Here, Nelly.
Okay.
Well, look at this, Ed. Isn't this interesting? Number 4, Dilemma, Nelly,
Uh-huh.
featuring Kelly Rowland.
Uh-huh.
Number 8 song, What's Love, featuring Ashanti. The number 3 song, a Nelly song, right?
Yeah.
The number 2 song, Foolish, by Ashanti.
Wow.
Oh, they're all over the place.
They were very popular, I guess. They were in my radar, really.
And number 1, How You Remind Me, Nickelback.
Okay, I do know that. That's one of those ones that wound up on 99.
Is Nickelback the band everyone makes fun of?
Yeah, they make fun of them. I don't know why. They're better than anything else out at the time, for God's sake.
Any TV shows there?
I got a couple other songs that we might have heard from.
Or songs. I'm sorry. I jumped ahead to TV shows.
Get the Party Started, Pink. I think that was Pink's first song.
All right.
Hero, Chad Kroeger, which was in the Spider-Man movie. Soak Up the Sun.
Wait a minute. Sheryl Crow?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like this should have been earlier than 2002, but no, here it was. There's another Superman song, It's Not Easy, Five for Fighting.
Don't know that.
A lot of Superman references here, and Standing Still from Jewel,
Oh.
which was used at the end of, I think, the 4th or 5th episode of Smallville.
Isn't she?
She's with somebody now.
Isn't she with Kevin Costner's Dick Shark?
I think so.
Okay.
That's
what we've been
he's
hearing.
a bit older than her, isn't he?
Well,
Or
he's
she's
in his
old now?
60s, and
Yeah.
she's probably, I don't know, I'd say he's at least 10 years older than her.
Yeah, that's all right.
Works for me. I'm available.
Oh, no. We got in trouble for that one time.
Who did?
You did, for saying you're available to somebody out there.
Did I?
Yeah. And they didn't like it, I guess. It was harmless fun, you know.
Who did I say that?
We can't say the name even
Oh!
though you said it on
I said it to her.
Yes.
Oh, well, and I'm just saying it in general.
Oh, in general.
She's excluded.
You're right.
There's nothing to do with her.
She's excluded from the offer. That was just...
So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if you know anybody, Alicia, if you know anybody, let me know, Alicia. Just kidding. You don't have to set me up with anybody. I just, people drive me nuts. 2002-2003 TV season, number 10, Monday Night Football. Number 9, Law and Order. These sound familiar, don't they?
No, yeah, from this period, it's all the same.
Yeah. Number 8, Everybody Loves Raymond. I never
Okay.
really got into that show.
Yeah, I watched it then, and now if there's nothing else on at 2 in the morning.
I've seen a handful of episodes, but how many were there? 200?
A lot.
Yeah.
Mostly all the same, but it was pretty entertaining, sitcom.
Number 7, again, Survivor.
Oh,
Oh, here's something different, Ed. Oh, this is very different.
Oh, no.
Number 6, American Idol Wednesday.
Oh, I wonder if this must have started. They all started about this time. Big Brother
Yeah.
and Survivor and Dancing with the Stars was a little later.
Yeah. And number 5, this is coming out of left field. Number 5, American Idol Tuesday. That's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Monday, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Wednesday, and Who Wants a Millionaire Friday, and then Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Never.
Let's see, the original show was more popular. They must have gave the results on Wednesday, right? If it was Tuesday and Wednesday?
I guess. Number 4, ER. Number 3, Joe Millionaire.
This was
Was this the fake millionaire thing?
Yeah, I think it was the dating show with a millionaire who didn't turn out to be a real millionaire.
That's not right.
And millionaire or not, he was kind of an ugly-looking guy, and the women kind of winced. Did they see him right away?
I don't know.
think
I
he
don't know.
was
I never-
hidden
I never
behind a
saw it.
curtain for a while.
Number 2, Friends. And number 1, CSI. So they kind of flip-flop from the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. There's your top TV shows. What do you got?
Top.
Anything for shows?
Nothing else. There's usually not too much outside.
Okay, so my doctor.
So, okay, that wraps up our medical history and 2002 for you. So we will see you next time. And don't forget to look at our YouTube channel for our new short segments.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.